To commence with the name of Almighty Allah, the most gracious and merciful. Assalamu alaikum. I am Ali Hassan and welcome to my YouTube channel Dr. Food Tea. In the previous video, we have discussed introduction of food science and technology, and we have discussed a lot of aspects of food science and technology, the introductory aspects. Now in the second part, we will discuss the scope and opportunities of food science and technology. So this is very beneficial for the students who are looking forward to like take admission in any of the university after the completion of their intermediate secondary level education. So in this video we will discuss the scope and opportunities in the degree of food science and technology. So let's start. So first of all, we will going to discuss these contents, like what are the major food processing sectors in India, as this reference book is Indian origin. So that's why the chapter is specifically covers the processing sectors in the India. Skill gap management in food industry, then organizational structure, what are the major structural organizational structure role present in any food industry, and then what are the institutions, what are the major universities which are offering the degree of food science and technology. So first of all, there is need to know that every time where there is the processing of food, there is like a demand of skilled persons. Like untrained persons cannot do the same thing that like a skillful and a knowledgeable person can do. So why it is important to why there is need to hire a skillful person, because he know that things about the food, about nutrition, about processing, and each and every function, unit operations happening in a specific industry that a worker cannot know. So this is important, to keep in mind that every time there is like a hot need of skillful workers always in any of the industry, just like the food industry. So first of all, we will see what is food processing. So food processing means it is a conversion of the raw ingredients into the processed value added form. Like value added form means like palatable, digestible, nutritious, and stable and safe food. So that's the food processing is. So basically the food processing industry is broadly divided into three types: primary processed food, secondary processed foods, and tertiary processed foods. So have a look here. Primary processed food, this is like the simple conversion of raw materials into the like edible commodities. Like there is a like simple conversion, simple unit operations present, like drying, winnowing, milling. The like purpose is just to convert the raw material into edible form. So drying of crops, processing of grains, that are the examples. In secondary processed food, the fresh foods or primary processed food is further processed to convert into the wide range of secondary processed food, grinding of food grains, crushing of food into paste or juices, to make the flour from the wheat, so that flour can further be used for a lot of like items formation. So that comes under the category of secondary processed foods. The last one is tertiary processed foods. So tertiary processed food is basically at a commercial level processing of food, like industrial manufacturing of biscuits, breads, jams, and jellies. So these are tertiary processed foods. Now we will look what are the major food processing sectors in India. So this is not specifically for India, but the basic concern is just to know what are the major food processing sectors commonly are there. So basically food processing is a large sector, and it covers a lot of sectors like agriculture, including horticulture, plantation, animal husbandry, dairy and fisheries, meat and poultry as well. So these are broadly categorized into these relevant sectors. Okay, so if you have a look on the data, like annual survey of industry ASI of MOFPI and IMACS analysis, you can see here 34% food grain milling sector. It has a like major contribution. After that it comes like dairy products, that covers 16% of the total production, and then bakery, bread and bakery items 20%, then meat and poultry 10%, 4% for fruits and vegetable processing, 9% aerated water like soft drinks, soda drinks, alcoholic beverages cover 3%, and fish processing covers 4% of the total food processing industries. So these are the major contribution of different sectors, food sectors. So after that, um, we are going to be specific our topic, that is opportunities and scope in food science and technology. So for understanding that scope, we need to know what is the skill gap management in food industry. So here this is like the table that just showing what is the functional distribution of human resources. So you can see here, this is a table showing the functions and percentage of employees into different columns. So for procurement there is 10% of employees, then testing qualities have 20%, and in production function there are 55% employees, up to storage 2 to 3%. Okay, so these are human resource data for India. So here the second table is very important, like how human resources distribution by education level. So if you have a look, uh, 10th standard or below, this is 80% of the employees have that education level, like 10th standard or below. And the least education level employees are there in postgraduates, like 0.5 to 1 only percent employees are there, which are post graduated. So there is a much more gap in by education level, if we see the distribution of human resources in different food sectors in India. And the same follows in Asian countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Nepal, and some other countries as well. So there we can fill the gap here. After then you can see graduates, only 10% are graduates, and food technologists are only 20%. So there's a lot of opportunities for the students who can study food technology, who can fill that gap, and they can ultimately serve the country and the nation as well. So here again there is a food processing sectors, and their respective percentage of organized and unorganized management, like how many percentage of workers are there which are organized and unorganized. So this is a complete flow chart. So cluster, so here we need to be clear about our definition, that is cluster. It is a group of food industries formulated by the government to achieve the specific objectives such as development of modern infrastructure, to encourage entrepreneurs to set up food processing units based on group approach, like food park, special economic zone, etc. So that is known as cluster. So basically these are designed and run by government. So they are focused on a specific goal, like they have to achieve a specific goal. That's why they are formulated. So we name them clusters. So here are different food industries in India. And okay, when we discuss about the opportunities, and then what are the careers that we can opt after studying food science and technology. So we need to know what are the organization structure in any of the food industry. So if there is any food processing unit, every food industry have a food processing unit. Okay, so that food processing unit can be further categorized into production, quality, packaging, and maintenance. And further, if we discuss about the production, that is a unit processing operation, there is three further sub branches, like procurement, one department is processing department, then marketing. And in single further section, which comes under the production, there are further four or five further like positions like purchase executive, then purchase manager, then head procurement, then worker, then helper. So you can see each processing unit, each food processing unit have further like other whole set of chains, organization structures, organizational posts that start from top management like quality manager, marketing, packaging line manager, up to supervisor, then chemist, then at the end it ends with either helpers, workers, or microbiologists. So every type of position have different requirements. We can also opt managing quality control, managing chemist, sales, engineers, maintenance, okay, technician, and a lot of opportunities are there in food industry as per this flow chart that tells about the organization structure. So there is a lot of job opportunities in food industry. So if we become more specific about what are the specific food industries, so if we see different foods processing sectors, so first of all it comes fruits and vegetables. So in fruits and vegetables there are two types of lines: process line and non-process line. In process lines there are, you can see here, food technologist, production supervisor, maintenance technician, packers and loaders. And non-processing lines have procurement executive, quality head, shift head, marketing executive. So non-processing line always have the management like uh, uh, persons, and processing lines have the persons that have to take care what the processing going on, are they running smoothly, or if there any issue in the processing line, they just have to take care of that. So there are two types of main lines. Same like it comes about milk and milk products. So again, procurement executive to research and development scientist, and in uh, processing line, chemistry, dairy technology supervisor, production manager, up to refrigeration technician. Then meat industry and marine products, then grains and oil seeds, packaged food, beverages. So these are different food sectors that have different posts as per processing and non-processing lines. So again, what are the job opportunities? Like if students are looking forward to take admission in food science, what are the job opportunities they can seek after completion of their education? So several profiles and industries where food technology professionals make a successful careers are where they can make a successful careers: production manager, quality manager, and food processing packaging industries. Research scientist, academic opportunities are there, product process development scientist, food quality manager, food safety officer, nutrition therapist, regulatory affairs officer, scientific laboratories, consultant, entrepreneur, and there are a lot of other opportunities like dietitian, nutritionist, diet and fitness consultants. So there is a lot of opportunities are there for the students if they want to study food science and technology as their for their degree. So every country have different universities, well-known universities who offer the program of food science and technology. In India, these are the universities which are offering the degree of food science and technology. So you can see here NIT, IIT, CAU, NIN, IICPT. So there are a lot of universities. In Pakistan, the well-known university is National Institute of Food Science and Technology, NIFSAT, in Faisalabad. Then there is UAS, UET, University of Punjab, University of Sargodha, Islamic University of Bawalpur, and a lot of other private universities are there, which are offering the food courses as a bachelor's level and at master's level. so students can find the relevant and suitable university for like admission if they are willing to take admission in food science and technology. So this video was about job opportunities and careers after studying food science and technology. So I have tried my best to elaborate what we can do after studying food science and technology, and hope so this video will prove you helpful for in that aspect. So if you like the video, just please subscribe and like the video, and hit the bell icon button so you can get the new video updates. So with that, I'm going to end the video. So stay tuned to my channel Dr. Fruity to get new videos in the series of food science and technology standard 11. So until then, goodbye.